I've watched grand designs with you. That smile when some eco-glass gets delayed on its way from Antwerp and the nice couple gets pushed over budget. That's the real you.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the worst looking homes built on grand designs.
We had nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
All our money is gone. It's all borrowed and it's all gambled.
Wow.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10, the shipping container.
A beautiful place where he intends to build a radical house from a really quite ugly material. Shipping containers.
Fans have wondered for decades whether Kevin genuinely loves every single build or if he's being positive for the sake of the show. Well, in 2017, he revealed his top 10 favorite builds, and number 1 was the 2014 shipping container house.
This looks like it's been here for forever, doesn't it?
As the name implies, it was created out of 4 shipping containers stacked on top of each other. The second floor looks as though it could topple over if you put too much weight on one side. While the final product didn't convince us, we have to admit its builder Patrick oversaw the project remarkably well.
Do you know, I would stop in my tracks to admire a building like this anywhere on the planet.
Number 9, the Ice Cube.
Now it's complete. I can't wait to see how the purity of their vision translates into reality.
Our next entry is potentially the most blocky build from the show's history. The project was finished in 2012 and looks exactly like its name suggests, like a big ice cube. This is because it was covered in thick glass walls.
Gorgeous in the sunshine.
Yeah, no,
It's
it does
crystalline.
have that, yeah, really sparkly.
Yeah,
amazing,
yeah, the
reflective
edges, those
quality.
little green lines.
Yeah.
The end product was an eco-friendly house with PVT panels and a heat pump, making energy far cheaper than normal. In the end, it cost them about £550,000, which makes it cheaper than the average house in its area of London. They didn't keep it for long though. A year after it was finished, it was listed on the market for about £1.5 million.
I like to think of it as the mothership there.
Yeah.
Giving it.
Number 8, the airfield house.
I still maintain, I think the best view of this building is from right over there when you see Hangar 1, Hangar 2, Hangar 3, Hangar 4, Hangar 5.
This home is built right next to an airfield, where its owners run a flying school. It's called Aluminium Madonia by the owners since it's covered in aluminium. It looks inspired by the dream of living in an aircraft hangar. The owners said they built it to be practical rather than aesthetic, as it's situated in an especially windy region of Scotland.
I think it's a hugely successful building. A really interesting test is when you look at a building and think, well, what else could have gone there? And it's hard to think of anything else that would work.
This was also a major factor in it taking an entire decade to build. This, combined with the runway right next door, means it's an especially loud abode. But the owners said they don't mind and find it part of the appeal.
I think few airfields in Britain can boast a building so beautiful, so full of zest and so appropriate.
Number 7, the water tower.
See how many people get to do this? And what's the worst that can happen? I go bankrupt or I jump off the top of it.
I hope neither of those things.
Episodes where they renovate old buildings are some of the most interesting in the series. Sometimes they breathe new life into a previously dilapidated building. Here, we see an example of a couple making a historical building look substantially worse. They spent about £2 million renovating it, and in the end, it looked like a monstrosity.
Wow. None of this really reveals itself until you come around the corner. It's all hidden behind the buildings. What a jaw-dropping showstopper of a building.
The council and locals hated it, but of course, Kevin was blown away. It was first listed on the market in 2018 at an astounding £6.5 million. After 6 years, it was on Rightmove for about £1.5 million, about 3/4 of what they spent on it. This price drop is mind-blowing when you consider how dire the housing market is in London.
It's looking so sharp. so clean, so bright. I mean, those little eyebrows up there.
Number 6. Big concrete bunker.
So what are you building here?
A great big
concrete
brutal concrete
bunker.
block.
Big concrete bunker
You got it.
here.
Yeah.
Why?
Brutalism has to be bold, but it doesn't have to be boring. Here we see a couple who set out determined to build what they described as a big concrete bunker. It's certainly unconventional, but the final product turned out to be one of Britain's most dull examples of brutalist architecture.
No windows, no door, no doorbell even. Looks like a fortress, doesn't it? Electricity substation.
The final product is exactly what they hoped it would be, a blocky, boring concrete box. It wasn't even as smooth as the pair had hoped, with the exterior being covered in scuffs and marks. In the end, it was unclear how happy the couple truly was with the finished product.
It's not the smoothest. It's not the most perfect.
I never wanted it to be like that. What I wanted it to look like was somebody to say, has that been there 50 years? Or is it new?
Number 5. The Lighthouse.
But the impact of this project had taken its toll on Edward and Hazel's relationship.
We parted company last year. I put her through a horrendous time with this, knocking the family home down, not building another one, all our money into it.
Not a single project is as infamous as the Lighthouse in Devon. It's built precariously close to a cliff, which turned out to be extremely expensive. In total, the final product cost him about £6 million. It was initially listed at $10 million, but sold for less than half of this amount in 2025.
Remarkably, Edward has managed to finance this building to completion, but he will never live in his beloved lighthouse.
It's one of the most disastrous products in the series' history, which plunged the builder into tons of debt, alongside leading to the breakdown of his marriage. All this for a house which the locals hate, whose white exterior is already covered in dirt, only a few years after completion. In a few decades, the cliff will erode too, and it'll be standing on stilts.
Can you remember how much you thought it would cost, or was going to
Yes,
cost?
I can. It was 1.8, and now, the total build cost across the site is probably around 5.5, 6.
Number 4. The Eco-barge.
They've already got their foundations. An 86-foot steel barge moored in a boatyard on the River Medway.
Another infamous build was the Medway Eco-barge, a project that went so poorly that it was abandoned. It never truly became the home the owners expected. A couple bought an old, disused barge and wanted to convert it into a home for an especially low price.
If you ask me what the essential components of the dream home are, mud is not on the list. This is no glossy marina.
They aimed to spend roughly 10 grand overhauling it, but it was so unsuccessful, even the builders disliked it. Finding a place for it to moor was another challenge, and in the end, it washed up ashore after being vandalized by squatters. Now it's been bought by another couple who have invested a pretty penny into making it a lot more livable.
This is my palace.
Well, I tell you what, it is a lot better than when I saw it last, yeah. I mean, it's vaguely habitable.
Number 3. Rusting metal box.
Or if you just really wanted to hack your neighbours off, you could instead decide to throw up a big rusty cube of a building that looks like it's just been dredged out the river.
Having a home by the river is many people's dream. What about a riverside home that looks exactly like a warehouse? This is what one couple spent £700,000 building on the River Ouse in East Sussex. The final product was detested by locals.
There it is, there it is. Do you know, it looks like a pair of old rusty sheds.
A former mayor even appeared on the House of the Year episode and verbally decimated the build. The couple spent over £60,000 on steel cladding alone to give it an industrial aesthetic, alongside earning it the nickname the Rusting Metal Box. In the end, the couple only lived in it for a couple of years before putting it up for sale in 2017.
Well, it is stark, bold, and probably not going to be loved by everyone.
Number 2. The Hux Shard.
It's like visiting a museum, a gallery, Tate Exeter.
This build is so confusing, the owners admitted that delivery drivers struggle to find the front door. The Hux Shard is a behemoth of a home that cost the couple £2.5 million, when it was initially meant to cost $835k. Of that final sum, $125k was spent solely on the kitchen.
Is £125,000 on a kitchen, Claire, justifiable?
I mean, it looks amazing, but it is an expensive kitchen.
The final product looks more like a modern art exhibition than a home. The entire house can be controlled via touchscreens, so they'd better hope their power doesn't go down, or else they can't close the curtains. While the hanging lights look impressive, they were also 10 meters off the ground, making it a nightmare to change bulbs.
Geometric megaliths wrestling with glass to draw you ever forwards into the belly of the beast.
Number 1. Polystyrene Home.
Quite a shock actually, but it is at the moment currently looking a little bit like a floating warehouse, I would probably say.
Taking our top spot is an abode built on top of a muddy tidal estuary made of polystyrene. It looks more like a World War II era warship than a home.
Oh my word, look what's just docked from outer space.
After the episode aired in 2025, it was instantly met with negativity from viewers. Many didn't hesitate to call it the worst build in the show's history.
Oh, what a thing.
We have to admit, it looks a bit better inside, but the steel exterior will always make it feel cold. As you might expect, choosing to build the base out of polystyrene was a major pain, meaning it took way longer than the couple anticipated, in traditional Grand Designs fashion.
This looks like Darth Vader's boathouse. Goodness me, does it lift the place.
Would you like to live in any of these houses on our list? Let us know in the comments below.